I did say he has to play like the Boston Horford now, and not this Philadelphia version who has not been scoring.
Exactly what you said.
And tonight, he gets 15 points. This is exactly what I said.
And I just...
Yeah, you repeat it like you always do.
Reiterated, fool.
How many times have I heard Chris Paul is the best leader?
That's what that would
I heard that 900 times. I don't want to hear it no more time. I'm going to stab you next time you say Chris Paul is the best leader in the NBA. Don't
Come on,
say
man.
it.
Quit acting like a thug on here.
Philadelphia.
I take
he said slug. He didn't say
has beaten the Celtics now.
Chris Paul's the best leader. Chris Paul, we know.
All 3 times this year, and they're 11-1 when they hold teams under 100. They hold Boston to 98 tonight and win it 109-98. The Houston Rockets and Oklahoma City Thunder, as we just showed you the highlights, 113-92 in Russell Westbrook's return to Oklahoma City. We understand that Russell is in the process of making his way to the podium, and we'll hear his post-game thoughts on...
You know what? That last year in Boston, you played like a slug. You were barely making it up and down the court.
Yeah, but when I got home, I looked at my cabinet and I saw 4 things that you will never see.
What's that?
R-I-N-G-S.
R-I-N-G-S.
Yeah.
You said R-I-N-G-S?
Hey, listen, Ed McMahon, why you got to, every time Johnny says a joke, you got to jump?
No, because I looked at, because I looked at my cabinet and saw something you ain't see either.
Exactly.
2 R-I-N-G-S.
Kelly, that's it. 6 Rings. That's the name of our podcast.
That's the name of our new podcast.
I still Dumb and Dumber sounds better than me.
It's better than Steam Room.
Yeah. No, Steam Room is awesome. You're just a hater, brother.
No, Steam Room.
6 Rings. I like it.
You like that, 6 Rings?
Hey,
what are you guys talking about here that you see on Chuck's hands?
Yeah, Cheeto fingers. Fat boy, look at you.
You have Cheeto fingers?
Fat boy.
That's your,
Manny Petty.
No, it's Cheeto.
What's the stuff you put in?
Or was it the
Cheeto fingers.
was it the strawberry?
No, he was eating. No, Ernie, don't pretend. He was back there eating Cheetos.
Put in your water.
I saw him eating Cheetos. Stop it.
It's like 1 calorie.
Kenny, he was eating Cheetos.
The Mio drink.
No, he wasn't. He was eating baked Cheetos, America. I saw you.
I promise you'll hear from Russell Westbrook on his return to OKC.
I was eating Cheetos. I was
Take a break and come
Hey,
back.
Alex,
Cheetos.
you're such a thug.
You're watching Inside the NBA, brought to you by the Telluride from Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Visit kia.com to learn more.
That is the catchiest theme music around.
Yeah, I like that.
I really do. Welcome to the Steam Room, everybody. We've incorporated live guests. Chris Fowler of
Big
ESPN, Jake Tapper of CNN.
Yes. Playing with Tiger in his heyday was incredible.
For you, but not for him.
You were the very first guest picker. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
You were the first guest picker. Chris Fowler is the first guest on the Steam Room. Wow.
And I can't brag about our show because that just make you a
And Ernie, you may or may not know this, but I first met Charles in a Wendy's.
There's a pretty good chance of that. the anchor laugh?
Yeah.
Monica?
This dude ain't getting in my neighborhood.
Big picture, you got 2 14-0 teams. Whatever happens, you're going to see a piece of football history.
You know, I'm an SEC guy, so go LSU Tigers, go LSU Tigers, go LSU Tigers.
Be the next to download the Steam Room, wherever you download
Getting
podcasts.
Chris Fowler and Jake Tapper today, that was the highlight of our 3 episodes of podcast so far.
Very fun talking to those guys.
Yeah,
today.
thanks, Chris Fowler. Good luck Monday night.
Me and
Jake
Shaq and
Tapper.
I are starting our own podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It's being announced.
What's
We'll
going to be
announce next
Dumb and Dumber?
No, you already took that
No,
one.
you know it's going to be called Rings. Something you know nothing about. Something you know nothing
And we only
about.
going to interview people who champ.
That's right.
It's that time.
Oh.
It's time for
EJ's Reno Saturday Night.
Presented by No One.
Come on, Ernie.
Unsullied by sponsorship since
1989.
Thank you very
It's a
much.
new year, though, Ernie. It's a new decade.
That's
come out in style.
Unsullied by sponsorship in this decade. That's really
That's a
good.
shame.
Too. You got a big game coming up there Monday, champ.
We sure do.
Yep.
How can you call him champ? They ain't played the game yet.
No, he's a champ.
Oh.
Why are
proud
we
of
going at
LSU.
you now?
No, he is. He's a champ. 4 times.
4 times.
Okay.
We both going at you.
LSU and Clemson. LSU and Clemson Monday night.
It's going to be a great game, great atmosphere. We're at the crib. New Orleans is part of the crib.
Yeah.
24-3.
Oh, my God. Y'all going to score more than 24, and they definitely going to get more than 3.
Okay, 48-6.
Well, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Let's test your knowledge. Hold on, let me make sure I got my stuff. Let's test your knowledge of Clemson and LSU.
Well, he probably shouldn't. He should not know.
Well, yeah.
No, but
I don't know.
No, but here's
let's
the
do
deal.
it.
I'm just going to show you.
know LSU.
I'm going to show you guys side by side.
Okay,
Tell
got
me
it.
which team they play for.
Hold on. This isn't a fair game because.
Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. Which one plays for LSU?
Okay, Trevor Lawrence is touchdown Jesus. I know who that is. He plays for Clemson. Joe Burrow is my guy. I just saw him at LSU when I was down there last week.
Correct. Very good.
Oh, that was pretty good.
All right, now.
That was too easy.
Justin Jefferson and T. Higgins.
I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. He has on the purple sweatshirt. And the other guy,
That is pretty obvious. Way to go. He's a cop, y'all. He's a cop. He's very observant.
How about this one?
Oh, he got another purple
Travis
shirt.
Etienne and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Purple
that
shirt.
sounds Louisiana, but I'm going to go with Travis for LSU and Clyde for.
He's got another purple shirt.
That just means you're wrong.
But no, I said Travis for Clemson.
No, you said Travis for LSU.
No, he said Travis for
Okay, so
he was right.
2 out of
He did.
3.
No, he said Travis for Clemson.
Thank you. Did I say Kenny?
he did.
Yes.
Next, Grant Delpit and Andrew
They're
Booth.
putting purple shirts on everywhere. That's funny.
I see a thing on his collar. Looks like it says LSU.
He looks like
I'm going to go with Grant Delpit at LSU and Andrew Booth at Clemson.
Yes, correct. And finally, you're doing very well, big fella.
Oh, you know who this is.
Jerron Blossom game and Tremont Waters.
You got to know this. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you that here's a hint. It's not football.
Kenny, why would you blow the deal?
But he wouldn't. He doesn't.
He played for Clemson.
Yeah, I said Clemson.
Clemson. He played.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Tremont Waters had a great.
Oh, he played for LSU? Yeah. I never knew that.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Basketball. He still didn't know. Good luck, big.
Well, the Los Angeles Clippers have gone into Houston and opened up a can on the Rockets. Man, 67-44 after 24 minutes.
Well, they got a plan B. Oh, no, they don't.
Kawhi's got 17 to lead them. 4 Clippers in double figures as they have dominated while shooting 52%. The Rockets just 34% and 2 out of 22 from deep. It's the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Charles, Kenny, Shaq. What?
We're doing hand signals.
I know you are. What is anything we need to know about?
No, not yet. Well, it'll come out soon.
I think it means American Express teammates look like this. Leonard Zubats, Marcus Morris, and Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, but Ernie, it's some on that board that really stands out.
52 of the 67 points. What really stands out?
19 rebounds?
Nope. Zubats and Harrell. Ernie, 2 things that if you watch this game, the Clippers are doing 2 things. They are standing over James Harden's right hand. He has got to go, his left hand, he has got to go right every single time. They are paying attention to detail on the scout report. But the one thing they do, and these other NBA coaches, they're not very good, a lot of them. Every time they switch, they make them pay. Zubats and Harrell, every time they switch and put a little guy in the post, Doc Rivers slows the game down and throws it down low. Those guys were 7 for 7. Another time they passed out when they had to double because those little guys too little down there.
Somehow,
it's just the first team I've seen, like, we're not going to let these little guys play in the post.
Somehow I think that plays right into the pictures that Shaq has from the first half.
Yeah, the Rockets are out-rebounded 29-20, and, Chuck is absolutely correct. You got to damage them. Right here, we know they're going to have trouble on the rebounds. Hopefully this doesn't cost them, but you're too little. Zubac is 7 foot, and right here, me and Chuck love this. Okay, you're going to switch on me, little munchkin? Post.
Just look out for me.
Pass it to the guy, another little guy on me. We're playing high percentage basketball inside. Right here, big guy posting up. Feed the big guy. He's running. He's playing defense. Let him go to work. Let him eat. Kareem Zubac-Jabbar. There he is right there. And right here, pick and roll. What do we switch? What do we do? We don't know what to do because it's the guy switching and staying on the perimeter. You roll to the basket and you kill him on the inside.
Yeah. Rockets, as we said, really struggling from deep. In these last 13 games when they've been playing this small ball and going 10-3 in the process, averaging 18 made threes per game, which is more than they averaged for the rest of the regular season, but only 2 makes from deep tonight. What'd you think, Chet?
Again, I mean, what they've said, I'll just be reiterating it, but I think the one thing that you fear in the Western Conference Finals and the Western Conference semis is when you have skilled bigs. And you know, with Montrezl Harrell, Zubac, they're skilled. So all of a sudden, the last part of defense, as I said at the beginning of the show, is rebounding. And when you can't rebound, when you're not making your shot, it's tough to stay in the game. But the one thing about the Rockets, they hit 5 threes in a row and be right back in this. That's what they bank on. They bank on the fact that we're still playing at a pace where you got 70 points. That's the pace we want to play at. And you're going to have to play against us that way. And we think we could still get back in a game like this and play. That's what they think.
Yeah, but Ernie, it's something we talked about a couple of weeks ago. The way I would play the Rockets and the way the Clippers are doing it, they let James do his thing. They just said, James, you're going right. Mm-hmm. You're not going left. They letting Russ do his thing. The problem I had, the reason I don't like this thing is I'm not going to let Covington, Tucker.
I'm going to tell you, this is what I'd say. You know, at this stage in my career when I was with the Rockets, I was Tucker, those guys. And this was a game I'd say, I can get 25 because there's no shot blocker. And so for me, a guy who could get a layup and shoot a 3, your energy level just picks up because the ball is in your hand. That's the danger of playing small, not just the rebounding, but guys who are in that position go, I could get 25 tonight if I run the lanes and I get to the rim because there's nobody who can block.
See, and you talking about the Rockets or the Clippers?
Rockets. The Clippers. That's what the Clippers are saying. There's guys saying, playing against the Rockets, I could get 25.
It's easy.
I can get 25. So those other guys are saying
it's an easy game. It's like if you're in a fight, when a guy's dancing and just jabbing you, that's what you want. If he's just knocking the hell out of you and beating the hell out of you, you don't want that fight. Playing against the Rockets, as great as James and Russ are, it's an easy fight.
Well, I saw you get beat up both ways, but
I tell you what, I slapped them glasses off your face.
I wish you would.
67-44.
I'm scared of 1987, Chuck.
Is your halftime score.
2020, Chuck, I'll slap him up.
Clippers versus Rockets small ball squad.
It's only halftime. It's only halftime.
There's no plan B, baby. That's adorable right there.
We're coming back with more on the American Express halftime report in a second. Back here on the American Express halftime report, Steph Curry's going to play tonight. Has missed 58 games, hasn't played since the end of October after breaking his left hand, but he's back in there tonight after missing 58 games. We talked to Kristen Ledlow.
Anybody who's had surgery knows it's a long time before you feel all the way back in terms of, what it felt like before. I always compare each hand to the right to the left and know that there's a difference. But for me to be able to get to the point where when I'm out there on the floor, I'm not thinking about it. I'm just playing basketball and adjusting to what the new normal is. And that's the part I'm excited about, just knowing all that I've been through, that I'm confident enough in my hand to go out and play an NBA game at the level that I need to be at, and the intensity and the physicality of it all, and be all right.
Played 4 games before breaking the hand. We have our first final of the night. This happened just moments ago. Jamal Murray tough shot to break a tie in Charlotte. Hornets would have one more chance.
That's a shot.
Terry Rozier.
Slipping
and sliding, and that one bounced. Wins it 114-112.
But the good thing about it was Steph, he went down to the G League to play against some good competition before he comes back to a real NBA game.
Exactly right.
He leave him alone.
42-20 are the Denver Nuggets.
Went to the G League for real?
He played the game. He didn't want to play.
Workout.
He didn't want to play against them bombs he played with up at Golden State. He went down to the G League to get some real competition.
Okay. How many Steph go for tonight in his return?
15.
I go 14 shots.
15.
How many points?
14 shots in 24 minutes.
How many points is the question?
How many points
played
is he going to
24
score?
minutes.
Don't matter.
That's the man's question. That's his question.
Tap me again. You see, I throw this water straight at you.
How many points will Steph Curry?
That's his question. We get paid. 17.
17.
In 24 minutes, he's 14 shots. I'm going to go. He goes 6 for 14.
First of all, don't try to count on
so
TV.
I'll give him
realize you're dumb.
18 points.
I'll give him 20.
Don't count on.
I'll go the high. I'll go 20.
You don't want people.
That was really that was a very difficult question. How many points is he going to score tonight?
Come on, man. Answer the question, oh. Answer the question.
5-year-old guy to play me.
You were sleeping in there.
That was rude and inappropriate.
Can I use the likeness?
That guy looks nothing like me. This is delicious here. I don't know what that guy is.
Thanks, Jet.
You will be hearing from my attorneys in the morning.
we
telling you
truly,
this now.
We didn't usually like this. It wasn't you guys.
Let me tell you something. As soon as
Come on.
Come on,
really,
Ernie.
That's us, really.
Come on.
Hey, that dude do look like you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Why are you so small, Kenny?
Because I just the seat.
Because he just knocked the seat down. Yeah.
When I'm watching TV tomorrow and I see one of them attorney commercials come on, I'm going to call him.
Hey, listen.
Better call Saul.
Nothing like the original.
Oh, the hammer. The hammer.
How did I get the night off? Oh, load management.
Yeah. Hey, let's look at the American Express teammates. They're not actually teammates, but Norman Powell's had himself a nice first half for Toronto. 23 points on 9 of 14 shooting, hit 3 from deep. And Steph Curry scoreless in the first quarter on 0 for 2 shooting. It has 11 in the first half, 3 out of 9. 2 out of 7 from deep, including that one we showed you as we came in. But what'd you make of the return of Steph Curry after missing 58 games?
I'm just great to see, one of the greatest players in our game on the floor. Now, in the summertime comes, he'll be working on his game and not rehabbing. So, nobody's running?
No.
Okay.
We're not hanging with you anymore.
It's like that. But I'll tell you what he does. He obviously, he's a magnet for the defense. So all of a sudden, there's different spacing when he's on the floor. You look how freeze it here. Norman Powell is not denying. No one else in the whole floor is being denied except for this guy. So what that creates is a better driving lane for Marquise and a better passing lane for him as well. Because now he's able to get the ball and move it out because there's only one guy. But the constant movement of this guy here, but freeze it here. Now, look at the attention. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's eyes is towards Steph. But he's a magician with the basketball, and he can find guys that aren't there and get them easy shots. This is what Steph Curry, MVP, does. And then the movement. He's never stopping. He's never going to stop moving. No point guard on Golden State can do what he does. He's never going to stop. He's going to find opportunities. I don't see it there. I'm going to move back out. I'm using screens. Freeze it here. And now most people say, well, the play is over. Toronto's done a great job defensively. But this guy with 2 different color sneakers on says, no, you better step out a little further because that's cash, rules, everything around me.
From the A in Chase, he knocked down that 3, 11 points in the first half. The story for Toronto, though, was Norman Powell.
Yes, even though Kyle and Siakam is the 1-2 punch, they're pretty good at doing it by committee. They did that last year in the championship. And today, Norman Powell, it's his night. This guy usually averages 15.9. He has 23. And look, when you're hot, they get you the ball, and that's how most championship teams play. Okay, I know this is my team, but this guy is hot right now. He's shooting the ball. Let's just give him the ball. Here he is right here getting in the seam, and right here he has the ability to do this, to pull up. Boom, when you're feeling it, whoever is feeling it on the team, whether they're the go-to guy or not, you give it to him.
Yeah, he's had a great year, 50% shooter this year and 9 out of 14 in the first half. Chuck?
And I just got to take my hat off to Nick Nurse and Masai Ujiri. These guys are well coached. They do a fabulous job. They got a great organization. I think most people thought they were going to fall apart when Kawhi left. For them to be as good as they are this year, you got to take your hat off to the coach Nurse and Masai because, man, these guys are balling. Mark Gasol has been out a lot, but these guys are playing great. And they just play smart basketball, which was underrated in today's game.
They've led by as many as 14. The lead is 7 at the break, and we'll be back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second.
Check out the commercials.
Yeah,
we thought you was our friend, Kenny.
Yeah. How about some highlights, y'all?
The Joker.
And the Nuggets in Charlotte.
Kill him softly, brother.
Joker had 14, 11,
That's
and
a dunk.
8.
Oh,
that is P.J. Washington.
P.J. Washington, I like him. I've known him since high school.
Jamal Murray, after that Golden State loss, had said, put that one on me. So I need to play better at both ends of the floor. He breaks the tie here, and then Scary Terry off the mark.
Scary Terry. Why are you going for a 3 in that situation?
Denver wins it by a deuce. They are now 5-0 in games decided by 2 points or less. Game one of our doubleheader, Houston in the first half was 2 for 22 from 3.
This was just a beatdown.
They finished the game 7 for 42.
Man.
That's 17%. Mike D'Antoni. Little,
this guy. Oh, my goodness. Come on, man. Oh, God.
25, 6, and 5 for Kawhi.
Hey, since he called his team out, they have not lost.
And Montrezl Harrell there. And it is a rout in Houston, 120 to 105.
Thank you, Jake.
That's one of my favorite movies right there.
Which one?
Mike, he played
McLovin.
McLovin, yeah.
Did one of my partners.
Did he?
Thank you, Jake.
That was a funny movie.
Yeah. You're losing your ascot. There you go. Okay. Looking good. Now we will bring you inside the NBA, presented by Kia. 4 games on the slate tonight. Good night for all the road teams. And excitement returns to San Francisco with the return of Steph Curry. All the highlights come your way next, as well as some impending birthdays.
Happy birthday to you.
23, Kenny.
Did we ask for that?
23 with limited.
All right, we got Western Conference heavyweights tonight.
Heavyweight.
Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers hold the 2nd spot in the West and have won 5 in a row. James Harden and the Rockets are 4th. They've gone 10-3 with their small ball attack. Championship contenders head-to-head on TNT. All right, Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Allie LaForce standing by to bring you the Clippers and Rockets. And later, Steph Curry, after missing 58 games, makes his Golden State return as the Warriors host the Raptors in their first meeting since the finals. Here inside Atlanta Studio J, TNT NBA Tip-Off is presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Charles is here, Kenny is here, Shaq is here, the hair is not here.
Thank goodness.
The ascot is here.
The vest is there.
Is everything there?
Yes,
we got it all covered.
Look,
Looking good. Looking like Thurston Howell III over
Look,
there. All that money.
Love you.
I'm a man of my word. I lost a bet with D-Wade.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because look, if you look at it, it goes back, so I just let it grow up.
Well, I watched the show the other night. I just want to say you look like a damn idiot.
There it was the other night.
You don't like that, Ernie?
That doesn't look like hair to me, Shaq.
That looks like Ernie. You're the black Ernie Johnson.
Like you went to Earl Scheib and got that
black.
I do like the vest and the ascot, though.
Yes.
I do. I almost, when I wore my vest, I almost threw the ascot on that day.
Let's talk Clippers and Rockets, and let's look at It's Easy, presented by Auto Trader. So the Rockets, small ball, 10-3 in their last 13, averaging 120 points a game. They have been out-rebounded in every game, and to the tune of 51-40 on the average. They've played 3 times, the Clippers and Rockets. Rockets have won 2 out of 3. This will be the first time, Kenny, that the Clippers have faced this new edition of the Rockets. And there you see their tallest player, Robert Covington, standing 6'5".
5 guards.
Shaq, we feel like we've put these up there in their actual size. Would you like to stand next to, say, Russell Westbrook and see if you are 7'3" and he's 6'3"? Are you 7'3"?
No, I'm 6'11". I just played like I was 7'3".
No, you're just getting old and fat. You're down to 6'11".
Well,
but please
I'm fat and I'm lighter than you. What does that make you?
You ain't lighter than me.
I am lighter than you.
I'll bet against your fat ass.
I'll take my shirt off right now. I'll take it off right now.
Yeah, he's 7 feet.
Yeah.
Wait, you shrinking?
No, I just played big, unlike you.
7'1.5",
7'2". Yeah.
No, he's not 7'2". Stop.
7'1".
Look at the 7-foot line.
He right there.
No, look. You can see his head is above the 7-foot.
No, that's just a knot. That's a knot. That's not hair.
I'm 6'11 3/4.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you.
Now, Chuck is 6'4". Chuck, if you were up there, you'd probably stand.
I stand right between Russell and James.
Yeah.
Come on up here, Chuck. Come on up.
Why you can't go up there? Just go up there, Chuck. We'd like to see
Hey,
it.
man, I'm here to work. I ain't got
That's work. This is part of the work.
Come on up here so America can see your man boobs.
As we all move around, it's 10-3 with this small ball thing. Are you convinced?
No, I mean the Rockets are every night they walk into the gym and they go, We got 70 points between two guys. We're the best two at our position every night on the offensive end. What are you going to do? That's not going to change. The difference is in the playoffs, the possibility, which is the most underrated stat, Ernie. The thing that is the last part of defense is rebounding. So securing the basketball. And if you give people multiple shots, it doesn't matter if you're shooting the three at the high clip, if you're giving me two for every shot. So the last part of defense is securing the ball, rebounding. That's part of defense. And you're losing it every night. That against the elite, the Clippers, the Lakers, could be detrimental.
And Ernie,
go ahead,
Ernie, I played on a team where two guys were scoring 30, but the later we got in, you know, the further we went, you're still going to need that third guy. You're still going to need that third consistent guy. And I don't know if they have that. And, you know, defense wins championships, and, you know, they have lost all the rebounding. Will it cost them? It hasn't cost them yet because Shannon Fry said something very interesting next door. The small ball that they play, they switch up every lineup. When you miss a shot, now you're going to be all discombobulated because they were playing Utah.
Say it again.
When they miss a shot, you're going to be all discombobulated.
Okay.
That's what I said, yeah, discombobulated because they were playing Utah. James Harden was guarding Rudy Gobert. They miss a shot. Rudy Gobert, he's running down court. He don't know who's the guard. So, you know, from defense to offense, they're very dangerous. But, you know, as far as them rebounding, it might hurt them, it might not.
Well, this is the worst matchup they can get right here. The Clippers have the three best perimeter defenders in the NBA. The Rockets have the two best offensive perimeter players in the NBA. They're going to be able to rotate those guys around. And let me tell you something. Kawhi Leonard said something, and they haven't lost since then. After they lost their third straight game, he said, hey, guys, it's time to quit screwing around. Let's get serious. We're getting ready for the playoffs. They have not lost since that game.
They've won 5 in a row. They have now secured 9 straight winning seasons, have the Clippers. And Doc Rivers was asked about playing this version of the Houston Rockets, and he said, you know, because people are saying, well, do you need to adjust what you do because of what the Rockets are doing? And Doc's like, no, I mean, we've got to be who we are. We've got to win the way we do, just like they have to win the way they do.
Yeah. He's 100% right, but they play small too.
They can.
Montrezl Harrell's an undersized.
But Kenny's 100% correct because Zubac starts a game, but he never finishes.
He never finishes.
They play small. That's why I just said
they play the same as them people that were up there. That's the same size that they finish games at.
When the Clippers finish the game, the Rockets got 2 guys who are great at small ball. The Clippers got 4 guys: Harrell, Lou Williams, the Cyborg, and Paul George. So, like Doc Rivers said it perfectly, they start the game with Zubac, but I've never seen him finish a game
ever.
So they are the best. Everybody talk about the Rockets. The Clippers are the best small ball team in the NBA. That's why I say this about the Lakers and the Clippers. They can handle LeBron between Paul George and Kawhi because he got to guard them on the other end also. The key to the Lakers, if they got a chance, which I don't think they do, is going to be Anthony Davis. Can he dominate down low? Because they don't have any big guy can handle Anthony Davis. But they can handle these little munchkins tonight.
The Clippers, the number 2 team in the West. The Rockets, the number 4 team in the West in their final regular season meeting here on TNT. Shaq standing next to these Rockets players.
Shout out to my man. I miss you, Vern Troyer. What a good dude you were.
Back with more in just a second. Here from Studio J.